What's going on, party people? Welcome to another episode of the Men in Scoring Position podcast. I'm your resident runner on second, Bill Kyrish, joined as always by the man on third, because he's always about to score, Travis Binns. Travis, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
Good. Long time no see.
Yeah, guys, if you're just tuning in, we want to say thank you so much, and we want to apologize. I know a lot of you have been asking about what's been going on, where we've been.
Getting emails, texts, stopped on the street. When are they coming back? When are you coming back?
Yo, where you at, dog?
Yeah.
Drake, I know you've been busting my chops. Like, where are the episodes? Do you not love me anymore? We love you guys. We're back.
We do. It's true.
We're recording once a week, video uploads sporadically. A lot of fantasy, a lot of playoff talk.
Playoffs?
Guys.
Never not funny to say to me.
Playoffs.
Never not funny.
Best Jim Moore impersonation. So, guys, if this is your first time tuning in, we are on a plethora of social media, a cornucopia.
Cornucopia, if you will. Don't steal my word.
Is that your word?
Cornucopia, if you will.
Of social media platforms, Facebook, SoundCloud, and iTunes, all self-titled Men in Scoring Position.
Wow.
You can also find us on Snapchat and Twitter, Men in Scoring POS. If you guys want to email us your thoughts, comments, general overall points of view, feel free to email us at meninscoringpod@gmail.com. Billy, what do they always need to do?
Oh, rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend.
Tell a couple friends.
Tell a few friends. Tell your mom. Tell your dad.
Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. And even if they're not friends, like acquaintances, like somebody you might have had drinks with after
Tell
work.
your enemies.
Yeah.
Wish this on your worst enemy. You know, they say sometimes, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. Wish this on your worst enemy.
See, I was going to say keep your friends close and your enemies close.
Yeah, that one too.
How many cliches can we come up with?
Playoffs, right?
Guys, we're excited to be back. We want to give a big shout out to the Laugh Factory for sponsoring us
and giving us money to work there.
Yeah, that's always a plus,
great.
You know,
Thank you.
And then our shout out to our good friends over at Frank's Bar, located at 2503 North Clark Street.
Favorite address.
It's the best.
It's the best.
It's the best. All that nonsense being said, guys, thank you for your patience. This is our 20th episode.
Wow.
So that it's probably like our 30th episode.
It's probably,
but we've lost a bunch. We're back, guys. So that being said, Billy, take it away.
I was gonna say we're like a Dominican ball player. We don't really know how old we are.
Yeah. Speaking. Should I tell you? I was gonna do the whole Hernandez. Like,
okay, yeah.
But that's kind of
Sorry for stealing your thunder.
Yeah, no. I mean, you're not.
So speaking of ball players,
Yeah.
I thought we start off Tuesday. There was the AL wildcard playoff game.
Yeah.
Winner take all. Ended up the Blue Jays winning in 11 innings, 3-run home run. Edwin Encarnacion hit a bomb to end the game. So the big question being, the big takeaway from that is Buck Showalter not using his legitimate ace, Cy Young candidate. I know he's a closer, but still ace. Zach Britton. He never put him in the game.
Well, I think it's safe to say that dude's out of a job.
You think Buck Showalter's out of a job?
Absolutely, man. Because then he didn't even go in and pull like a Dicka and go like, I just didn't think about it at the time. He was like, yep, no, I knew. And I knew.
Especially, okay, I understand that the closer role is supposed to be specialized, but A, this is not a contract thing where he needs X amount of saves to make X amount of dollars. This is a one-game playoff. This is a single game, whether or not you move on. And Zach Britton is your best pitcher by far. And he's also a former starter, so he's a guy who can go more than one inning. Like, this isn't a Mark Wohlers. This isn't a Mariano Rivera who can maybe go two. Maybe, like, Zach Britton's a former starter. He came up a couple years ago as a starter. He got demoted, if you will, to the bullpen. He ended up learning the sinker pitch, and it's one of the most dominant pitches in baseball. How do you not throw that guy out there in the 10th inning?
A lot of things. I've never been a manager, so
yes.
I don't
really?
know.
You haven't tried?
No. I know that sounds.
Should
surprising.
try sometime.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
If Lou Piniella can get a job. No. What I will say is that it definitely was a brain fart. There's no defending that. You can't say like, in the heat of the moment, because arguably one of the best hitters in the game goes up, and he knew the minute he hit that ball. I mean, he dropped the ball, threw his hands up. He was like, game over.
Oh, imagine a Toronto ball player doing that.
Yeah. Class acts, right?
Yeah, right.
Oh man. Yeah, no, it was dumb. I'd be highly surprised if he had a job next year.
Yeah.
In terms of a head coaching position with that organization.
I mean, he's definitely a guy who's respected. He was an analyst for a bunch of years, a former manager, went to ESPN, was on Baseball Tonight, all that.
Yeah, but just because you're a personality doesn't mean that you're a good
Very true. I mean, this is definitely a gaffe. I'd say so. Not putting Britton in. That being said, it was a great game. Other than that, a really good pitcher's duel. I believe it was.
Yeah, it's always easy to like look back and be like at that one moment, but there were a lot of moments leading up to that.
Yeah.
That was just the big brain fart.
Did I say 3-0? It wasn't 3-0. That's my bad. That was the score to the Mets game.
Yeah.
I forget. I know Encarnacion hit a 3-1 home run in the 11th. That's all I remember.
Which is really all that matters. No one's gonna look back and be like, we know what we're talking about here.
Yeah, we're definitely more of a NL around here.
Yeah,
though,
no,
for sure.
definitely. Yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, I kind of felt bad for the kid, but if you looked at like his overall ERA in comparisons to Britton's, it was like a no question.
Britton's just like a .4.
Yeah, it was insane.
It's ridiculous, and his strikeouts per 9, and just that sinker ball is nasty.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not too worried. I'm glad that Toronto's out. They kind of scared.
Yeah, they definitely. No, Toronto's in, man.
Or excuse me, I'm not
Baltimore's
Toronto.
out,
Baltimore's out. They kind of.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah, we know what we're talking about.
Going from AL to the NL, talking about a pitcher that was pitched. And did very, very well. Actually, both of them. Shout out to both you guys, Noah Syndergaard, but more importantly, Madison Bumgarner.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that guy's good.
All right. So I know that we have our Florida-based fan base, and by the way, guys, take care of yourselves.
No, that's mine. You can't do that. You can't steal that from me.
I lived in Florida for 8 years.
I'm from Florida. Okay.
You know what? Go ahead. Shout out to your buddies.
From Bill over here, guys. Be safe out there. I'm assuming the storm's already passed. If you're listening to this, if you don't have power. I hope you guys made it all right. Yeah.
And if you don't have power, like go to a Starbucks, download our episodes.
I mean, that's all I ask. We don't ask that much. Hunker down. I've been reading a lot on Facebook today, or the past couple of days, where it's like, first time, preparing for hurricane by myself without my parents. I boarded up the windows. Now I understand hurricane parties. Like, I just need the booze.
Yeah.
So I want to say, hope you guys are all safe.
I saw a meme.
We love you.
I saw a meme that said, they go, so how to prepare for a hurricane as a Floridian. Get a bunch of booze, get some candles, board up, get super drunk, and then get scared if it gets sketchy.
I mean, you just don't, growing up there, you just, all right, cool. You quote unquote hunker down. You do what you got to do. You board up, whatever. And I mean, I was never old enough to go boozing, but we definitely had a few in high school after hurricane parties. We'd drive around blasting, rock you like a hurricane. Never not funny to me.
Oh, man. Yeah, dude. So, I forgot what we were just talking about prior to that.
The NL wild card with Mad Bum.
Yes. Oh, so my friends up here in Chicago and all my Cubs fans around, chill the fuck out.
Chill out.
Okay? I see all of you guys freaking out about Madison Bumgarner and the San Francisco, Giants. Relax. We're the best team in baseball. Mm-hmm. We have the best manager in baseball. We have the best front office in baseball. We have the best pitching staff in baseball, arguably. Mm-hmm. Relax. We're going to be fine.
And Bumgarner's at least out for game 1, so he might be able to pitch 2 games. There's no way he can pitch 3 games because it's a 5-game series, best of 5. So there's no way he can pitch 3. And that's what you're really worried about. Cueto is a guy, he's going game 1, Cueto versus Arrieta.
We don't have the nerves. And Johnny Cueto, like, as good as he is, he's not last year Johnny Cueto.
No, even last year wasn't that great in the playoffs.
Guys, relax. It's going to be okay. And starting Lester, he's going to give up that solo shot, what the fuck, home run. But that's it. It's going to be like a 4-1, game 1 Cubs. Mm-hmm. Relax, guys. Plus, our guys are coming back. Their nerves are chilled. I guarantee that we're going to put Hayward deep into the lineup, like somewhere around 6 through 8. It's going to be okay, guys. We're going to be fine. We're going to take it one game at a time. And I wouldn't be surprised if, we saw a couple curveballs in terms of the pitching rotation. Mm-hmm. So on our end. So relax. Cubs are going to be fine. I don't know if we're going to sweep them, but we're definitely going to take the series. Okay?
I think you're going to have. You should expect something decent from Bryant, something decent from Rizzo, and that's all you can really ask.
I think there's going to be. I think this is going to be an unsung series, to be honest with you.
Soler.
No, not maybe Soler, but I definitely think like Montero might play a part at some point. I think that Caesar and or Zobrist might, because they've been a little hot lately.
Zobrist is great in the playoffs too. Last year, he was just a great clubhouse guy. He was a great guy, like OVP guy. It was something, I forget the exact stat. It was something along the lines of he didn't swing at a ball through like six or 7 games in the World Series. He'd never swung at a ball.
Really?
Which is like one of the most amazing stats. Like his eye for the strike zone is phenomenal, and I think he's a guy who can get on base. And I would like him in the second spot.
Yeah.
Because he's a switch hitter. And he's a guy who can get on base, who can see pitches. I mean, you put Fowler up first, him up second, and then Bryant, Rizzo.
Fowler's got to be the leadoff guy.
Oh yeah,
That's
I don't think that's in question. Then you got to do Rizzo, Bryant, or I mean either that or you put Bryant second. I like Bryant in the second spot, and then you put Zobrist in third, and then you get them all on base.
No, it's got to be the 1-2 punch. I strongly disagree. I think that the combination of Bryant, Rizzo,
Bryant's done really well in the second spot, though.
Oh, he's done great, but you always have Rizzo behind him. Like, that's just kind of how it's worked out. I think that's a key to a lot of our success.
Yeah.
Although I totally get what you're saying. I just think that it's like peanut butter and jelly. They got to be 1-2. You can't split those guys up. I mean, you can. They might have success, but I mean, they've even said it. They attribute a lot of their success to that.
Okay.
So,
All right.
But
Well,
I say
I'm no
personally
Joe
put Hayward
Madden.
at fucking 8.
So I've never
awful.
been a manager before, so I don't know.
Neither have I. So we're all right.
But going back, I want to heap a little bit of praise on that guy, Mad Bum.
Yeah.
Holy crap! 9 innings pitched, scoreless, 4 hits. In 15 games in the postseason, he has a 1.94 ERA, a .25 ERA in the World Series. Since 2010, he's had 6 7 innings plus scoreless outings in the playoffs. Is he the best postseason pitcher of all time?
I know he's one of the most hot-headed, maybe like Nolan Ryan, Madison Bumgarner. That guy starts fights with everybody, man.
Yeah.
So
he's like the protector of unwritten rules in baseball.
That's my number one fear, is that he doesn't get in the heads of our guys. I don't want to see him start to
even from the bench.
Just
you think he's gonna be like,
no, because
you swung at a 3-0.
Hey, Sean Rodriguez, you ever heard that name, guys? No, because he's about to be out of a job facing the Cubs, so don't worry about it. But yeah, no, he's up there.
Yeah,
he's good.
Yeah, it's nasty, man. His stuff is just, he's so poised and he's so lights out, and nothing seems to faze the guy. Like I said, thank you.
What a great nickname, Mad Bum.
I want to say thank you for pitching him in a wild card game, because that means, like I said, worst case scenario, you only have to face him twice. You don't have to face him 3 times.
Right.
Because he's the type of guy that would pitch game 1, game 3, and game 5.
Well,
if it went to 5.
Another thing, too, is it's like, if you want to be the best, don't you have to beat the best, right? I guess if you have a 100-plus year drought.
And Rocky did it.
Yeah.
Rocky took no money.
Definitely a legit sports hero.
He went to Russia, and he fought the best, and he won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Mr. T in Russia, right?
No, that was Ivan Drago.
Come on.
And if I can change, and you can change, then maybe we can all change. Huh? Mike's got a good
That's
song.
That's our producer, Mike, who's been with us through thick and thin.
Thick and thin. We're talking about weight loss here. We've been fat. We've been skinny.
I'm like skinny up top, fat down bottom, and then like in the middle.
Don't like it.
No, I'm weird. I'm kind of like Roger from American Dad. If that makes any sense.
Yes.
So what's next on the agenda? Oh, big shout out to the Mets, man. I think, I was kind of looking forward to facing them, but then wasn't because of what they did to us last year. But like with that injured of a pitching staff.
I was hoping, honestly, for the Mets, just because no Daniel Murphy, no Lucas Duda, no DeGrom or Harvey,
right?
And they threw Syndergaard already, so it's like it would have been, I think, a better matchup. I think the Giants are a little scary, and I know you said don't worry, so I'm not worrying too much.
No, they're scary.
But they're scary the fact that they win World Series randomly, but they also only win them in odd seasons. So
right.
It's 2016, baby.
Right. No, that's true.
Ain't your year.
I don't know, man. I mean, look, the Cubs are the best team in baseball, and we're hungry. And we want it.
We hungry.
And we're now experimenting. Man, we out here eating. You know what I'm saying, James Harden. But, I mean...
No, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, do you know what I am saying?
No.
But come on, man. I mean, you can't get scared in the first round. Take it one game at a time. Chill out. Everybody calm down. All you 45-year-old varicose vein dads, chill out. Just watch the game.
You're getting rid of a big demographic there.
I know I am, but it's like, God, man. I went to the Bears game the other week.
Yes.
And
How'd that go?
Man, dude, like, I'm listening to these dads just like, you're a bum, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you even know that guy's name? Do you know where he came? Do you know anything?
Do you know anything about him?
Do you know anything? Like, you know nothing, you know? Shout out to my man, Brian Hoyer. 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, baby. Woo!
Yeah, he's the future of the Bears right there, Brian Hoyer.
No, he's Kyle Orton reincarnate. He's a game manager, man. 250 yards a game, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and a W on the scoreboard. That's all I care about. Mm-hmm. What else is on the agenda? What do you got?
I was going to say, so what's your prediction then for the Cubs? Let's just do a number real quick, like your best of 5. So what do you got the Cubs Giants at?
I have them 5. I have them.
So you have the Cubs winning in 5?
Yeah, I have the Cubs winning in 5. I give Frisco 1 win.
Okay.
And what
You have to give them 2 if they won in 5.
Or excuse me, two wins.
We're not good at math here.
Right. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, 3-2. All right, what do you got? Let's do the other ones real quick. Toronto versus Texas. Toronto's got that great lineup. Texas randomly wins games. No Prince Fielder, though. He retired midway through the season, if you remember. They still got Beltray.
I got 7 Texas.
It's best of 5.
Or excuse me, 5. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting that we're in like the beginning of. Yeah. So I got Texas in 5.
Texas in 5. Okay. I actually have Toronto in 5 or 4. Excuse me.
In 4.
I think that lineup's too nasty. I think they have a pretty decent pitching staff, and no one really on Texas scares me all that much. I know
they're a good ball club though.
Yu Darvish is pretty good. They're a solid ball club. They're the type of team. I don't know how they're winning, but they are. Yeah, that's what I got. So you want to do Cleveland versus Boston?
Boston
all the way.
Boston in 4.
Boston.
Just there's something magical about Poppy season right now. I just don't see
It's
it.
farewell season.
Man, yeah.
I mean, it's good.
And then that pitching staff's not too bad.
Oh no, I mean it's good time to face Cleveland too. I mean they're facing a lot of
I
injuries.
just can't see Cleveland winning. Is basically what it comes down to. Like,
Do the Cavaliers do nothing for you?
No, I don't see Charlie Sheen coming out, man. I just don't see it happening.
I mean it's so bad for them injury wise. Even their ace Corey Kluber is out for the first game.
Great name.
He hurt his back on the last start of the season.
Oof.
So they're pitching a guy who I think has like a 4.5 ERA the first game, and I think Boston's offense. I mean I understand that offense doesn't, especially the home run ball goes away a little bit in the playoffs, but I think they sweep.
I think we're seeing one of the greatest eyes of all time in terms of Poppy's ability to hit.
Yes.
It's incredible.
I mean,
he's neck and neck with Bryant in terms of home runs.
Yeah. I mean, I think personally Bonds probably had the best eyes.
Oh, yeah, because he probably took steroids in his fucking eyes.
I think it works like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
I mean, the craziest thing about Bonds, too, was that one year
and then when they
he had
threw the
190
cutters,
walks.
What's that? Oh,
he had
did
190 walks in the season.
Dude, his
it was either
his numbers are staggering.
It got to the point where it was either a ball or a home run for Bonds. Bonds is probably the greatest hitter I've ever seen, and I understand steroids. I get it, but he's the greatest hitter I've ever seen. I mean, it's hard to argue the guy who's number 1 in home runs.
You mean you don't remember watching
number
Hank
3 in
Aaron play?
RBIs? No, I don't.
Or Ted Williams?
Yeah, no, I don't remember watching them play.
I thought you were older than me.
28. All right, calm down.
1 year. All right, my bad. I was off. Who else we got?
LA. So you got the other NL matchup. You got the LA Dodgers versus the Washington Nationals.
Nationals in 5.
Nationals all the way.
Nationals in 5.
I mean, they got
because LA's no joke.
So then you're giving Dodgers 2 then.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing was with the Dodgers is Kershaw doesn't seem to show up in the playoffs. He doesn't ball out.
He doesn't. He ain't hooping.
No, he ain't hooping.
He's gotta earn that money. You know what I mean? Like the bottom line.
I mean, he earns it in the regular season, but it's.
So he's the Peyton Manning of.
Yes, he's a Steph Curry.
Oh man, Steph Curry shows up in the playoffs, just not in the finals. Man, dude, yeah, Curry, he's hard to defend, man. I love that kid, but Jesus, man.
Yeah, I have the Nationals in 4.
Do you have them sweeping?
No, it's best of 5.
Or you have best of 5. God damn it.
Best of 5 means you need 3 wins to win.
Okay, all right.
So I have them in 4.
Okay.
So if the Dodgers taking 1.
Okay. Sorry, guys, it's been a very, very long day.
Yeah.
Continue.
I just think that the Nationals lineup's pretty good. I mean, you got you have Murphy. Who the fuck?
Fuck that guy.
Fucking Murphy. And then you have.
He's not human.
Obviously, you have Harper.
Yeah.
And then that pitching staff too. You got Scherzer.
Who's Harper?
What?
Is he good?
Bryce.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he grew up with Chris Bryant. They're friends.
Oh yeah, in Vegas, right?
Yes, in Vegas.
Yeah.
They're friends. And that pitching staff is on point.
He's not too good looking though, right?
He's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think he does all right for himself.
Yeah. Good hair though. From
so yeah, I have them in 4. So I think it's going to be Cubs Nationals, which I mean is not really being too bold because they had the 2 best records in the National League.
No, way to go out on a limb there.
And all right.
In 4, right?
In 4, which means not a sweep, which means a 3-1.
No, I don't know, man. I feel like somebody's going to emerge out of that pack. I think for some reason I'm thinking the Nationals are going to get knocked off because we personally swept the Nationals. So, I mean, I don't know. But again, postseason is just totally different. Totally different ball
Wait,
game.
are you retracting your statement then? Are you saying the Dodgers are going to beat the National?
No, I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna pan out. I don't know how it's gonna pan out.
That's why it's called predictions. We're predicting it. We don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know? You haven't.
I
You,
guess
don't,
we'll
you
have to
haven't seen
circle
the
back to
games
episode
already.
20. What's
Okay.
that?
You haven't seen the games already, so you don't know.
No, I mean, no. My magic mirror is not working right now. By the way, I just saw The Huntsman last night. Great movie. You guys should see it.
What?
You didn't like it?
I don't know. I never saw it.
Okay. Why? Are you, we're supposed to work together here. There's like house divided
Wait,
right
Snow
now.
White and the Huntsman?
Yeah.
And that
Dude,
was.
Charlize
What do you
Theron.
like about it?
Well, first off, nothing but babes.
This is movie reviews with Travis. All right, go ahead. Look at the camera.
Listen,
Tell me movie reviews.
Emily Blunt, such a babe. Charlize Theron, never gets old.
Nope.
And then there's some other redheaded chick. I don't know
Like
who
she
was.
never gets old. Like she's got a potion where she never gets old.
Well, she's got like she's a witch.
Oh, okay. Oh, not in real life.
I think she's a witch, right?
Okay.
That's a witch in Snow White.
I don't know. Mike, help us out.
Are you good on Snow White trivia?
Who's a witch?
Yeah. Is it the mirror on
We're
the
gonna
wall?
play a game. We're no.
She's a witch.
Mike,
She's a queen witch.
Mike, we're gonna play a game real quick. Is she a witch? Travis, go.
Okay. Snow White's queen.
Snow White's queen. You mean the witch?
She's a witch.
All right, that concluded the game. Is she a witch?
Any ex-girlfriends, all witches. All right, let's get back on track here. What else we got?
Moving from baseball to football, we got the Thursday night game coming up. Are you excited for some color rush jersey action? That's what it's all about, right?
It
The
hurts.
uniforms.
Hurts my eyes, man. It really does.
So we're doing. What's funny actually is both teams are not going to be in the color rush uniforms because both their color rush uniforms, the Niners and the Cardinals, are black. So what's going to happen is the Niners are
The
going to
Niners
do
all black uniform.
Niners are going to be
Fucking
all
good.
black, and then the Cardinals are going to do their all whites.
Okay.
So now we got past that. We'll circle back to the jerseys real quick. But who you got in the game tonight?
And nobody finds like the hilarious racial undertone of that,
Yeah.
given the national protests right now. All right, so we got the all whites versus the all blacks, and Carson Palmer's out. What we got here? Jesus.
I think. Thinking
Bob
about that
Bowman's
too
out.
much.
Carson Palmer's out. Let's do this. Chip Kelly. Woo! I think Cardinals still find a way to win.
Yeah, with Drew Stanton.
Yeah,
the
because
sick-
he's got experience.
he's got sick dance moves too.
He does. I mean, you got Blake and Gabbert, and then losing Navarro Bowman's huge, dude.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I'm playing with San Francisco in my Madden franchise, and he's my only good player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just play with him.
Wait, you're not talking about the legendary white chocolate Blake and Gabbert?
No, I traded him. Traded him for a second round pick.
Did you?
I don't need. I got Kaepernick. I'm fine.
Dude,
And then he got hurt midway through, and then it's a long story. If you want to hear my story, I'll tell you
nobody
about
cares
it.
about your Madden
You want to
stories.
hear my Madden franchise? Yeah.
My Madden franchise is hilarious, too. I got rid of Le'Veon Bell as a 99 overall for a second-round draft pick.
All right. Yeah. So back to real football.
Yeah, real football.
I-
Larry, I think there's going to be a lot of dump-offs. I think that we'll get to fantasy, but I think that I would definitely pick up Arizona's tight end. I think there's going to be a lot more short passes than there are going to be deep balls.
Yeah, I mean they got 3 or 4 pretty solid wide receivers. They still got David Johnson. I think they control the game there. I think that defense has got to step up at some point, right? I mean, you're paying
Arizona's?
you're paying all that money to Peterson,
Hey, whoa.
Matthew,
Peterson
and
is the
fucking
best corner in
Jones.
the game.
I'm just saying, what are they doing? What's that pass rush doing?
Well, he's not a pass rusher.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying them as a team. Chandler Jones, where are you at? Calais Campbell, where are you at?
No, dude. Well, you said it yourself, and you're a big advocate of, you're not a fan of people after they get paid, and this is exactly why. You know what I mean? I mean, look at even Cam Newton. He's looking awful.
He's also been targeted in the head a bunch. He's got to have multiple concussions at this point. I mean,
Yeah.
even that Denver game, that Darian Stewart hit was nasty.
Do you think that was gross? Do you think that was like a gross fine?
Do I think that was like
Do
a
you think that
intent to injure?
Yeah.
Yes.
really?
Absolutely. I don't think necessarily it was like an intent to injure as in I hate this person, I want to hurt him.
Okay,
It
now the
was,
truth comes
he's
out.
their best player, and I want to take him out of the game.
Fair enough.
And that's how you have to play football.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
You ever play the game?
I did.
Okay.
I did. I have a couple concussions under my belt. I just think that this is why we're gonna take him in 4. But I will say is like
Is that why you can't understand the concept?
I
of
can't
best of
understand
five?
best of 5. I can't do simple addition and subtraction. No, but seriously, man, it's like, dude, I don't know, man. Like the quarterbacks are so protected, so coddled, and Cam runs dumb sometimes. He runs too upright. Like There's a reason a lot of quarterbacks slide and get yelled at, and he's over here doing front flips into end zones. At some point, that shit's gonna add up. Just ask like Randall Cunningham or any of these scramblers to get the shit kicked out of them for 10 years plus. You know what I mean? And you're 6'6".
Steve Young, yeah.
Yeah, dude, 6 concussions. That guy's
Yeah.
gonna blow his brains out in 10
Yeah.
years. But you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where just protect yourself, dude. You know, I get it that you're athletic, but like once you've mastered a style of offense, you don't really need to pull that crap anymore. You know what I mean? Especially when you do well and you go to the Super Bowl, you're going to lose an offensive lineman in free agency. It's going to happen. So you got to just protect yourself, man. Dump it off, live to fight another day, know when to fold.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, getting on my soapbox. Listen, I'm tired of seeing him getting his ass beat. He needs to protect himself.
Yeah, it's his fault, right?
It's definitely his fault. But no, I'm just tired of. I was a defensive player when I played, and like I'm tired of seeing like them getting like hung out to dry. Like you never see quarterbacks get fined for anything.
No, there's definitely
Ever.
like these over the middle plays, and it's a split second, and there's no way they can change what they were doing, and they were going for it, and the wide receiver ducked his head, or the wide receiver. Or the quarterback did a certain move, and it's like they can't predict where the guy's head's going to be. I get that, but the Darian Stewart hit, I think, is a little different.
A little gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I honestly.
And Bruce, by the way, to get back to you were saying about the Cardinals defense.
Yes.
Their whole purpose right now is like the what was it, the 07 Pats? It's just outscore your opponent and just hold on. You know what I mean? Like they're going to put up 40 points a game and they're going to give up 2-3 touchdowns.
Well, they shouldn't have to do that. They shouldn't have to give. I mean, with
I know.
With a defense that's well paid, you got superstars at every level.
Yeah. I'm just so sad that we missed out on Bruce Arians, man. Like to this day, it still hurts.
I don't know what's going on with them this year. I think maybe they expected it to come out of the gate hot, and they just haven't. And
I still think they lack a running
Bills.
back. I know people love David Johnson.
I know, I get it. I know what you're saying about the whole Carson Palmer thing. I think he's still rattled, man, from the fucking playoff game. He's been bad this year. He has not been good this year. And I think. A game like that where you throw 5 or 6 interceptions in a playoff game, I think it sticks with you.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, it's not. If
And plus,
anybody's been there.
concussions don't help.
Yeah, if anybody's been there, like it's him. I like Carson Palmer.
I know you do.
I like him a lot.
I think David Johnson's just fine.
David Johnson is.
David Johnson's just fine.
He's okay, but he's not like a star.
Palmer's been so bad this year.
Okay, so what's your problem with Palmer now?
He's
Is it
not
USC,
been good this year.
Heisman, what's the deal?
No, the one game he was good is against the Bucs, of course, because our defense sucks.
Now the truth comes out. Now it comes out.
But
All
every
right.
other game, he's been very subpar. He's been very
No, I'm not.
car, if you will.
Yeah, car.
Carson Palmer.
I get it.
Yeah,
Should we throw Jordan in there, maybe?
No.
No. Stick with Carson.
Yes.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's still the Arizona Cardinals at the end of the day.
But they're 1-3.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, they don't win Super Bowls. So it's like
They haven't won one,
any
no.
success that they have, like, let them have it. I like Bruce Arians. I like Carson Palmer. I love Larry Fitzgerald. And then they have like this receiving core that, like, I think Carson Palmer has a lot to do with, quite frankly. I mean, Floyd.
Making them good?
Yeah, Floyd and all those guys. Like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
What's 14? What's 14's name? I can't remember.
There's Jerron Brown and
Jerron Brown.
there's John Brown.
And there's John Brown.
John Brown's a better Brown.
Okay.
And then J.J. Nelson's number 14.
Yeah.
So you got J.J. Nelson, you got Jerron and John, and
I
they're
don't
like
even
12
know
and 11.
Yeah.
And they're just like when the Thomases, Demarius and
Julius.
Demarius and Julius. And they'd be on the same team, and they'd both be like 80 and 88. And they're like, I don't know who caught the ball.
Right. Who is that?
That's Brown. That's really throwing me
That's
off.
what's going on. Okay, duly noted. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. They'll be fine. I think that I mean, that's a relatively okay division. I think they could make the playoffs if they get their shit
I don't think
together.
anyone's running away with it. The Rams sure as hell ain't running away with it. The Seahawks
But
look
the
good,
Rams
though.
beat the Seattle Seahawks.
No, I understand that. And the Seahawks are looking good now. So I don't know.
Well, that's how the Seahawks go.
I think the
They go 2-2. And
For
then
sure the Niners aren't doing anything.
What if the Niners win the Super Bowl?
That'd be pretty crazy.
That'd be hilarious.
Should we comment where we're coming from? Live?
Oh, yeah, guys. You know what? Take this one, Bill. Just tell
Oh, we're
everyone
coming
where
from
at.
my apartment.
Yes. We're at
We have a full crowd. Can I hear the crowd out there?
Yeah, come on, guys. There we go. That's our fan base. If you
These are our fan base in the fact that we are forcing them to sit here and listen to us.
just family and friends. They're like, fuck, we love you
We
guys.
took over the living room, and they're just trying to live their lives.
Yeah, like we currently have Billy's girlfriend facing the wall eating nachos. that's where we moved.
She's having a good time.
She's good.
She's
fine.
having a good time.
She's doing all right. What's next on the agenda outside of spending 20 minutes on the Cardinals?
I thought we'd talk a little about OBJ, a little Odell Beckham.
All right.
Yeah.
You want me to take it?
Yeah, you take it. It's you. He's your guy. So go ahead.
I do like him. There's two sides to this story, man. Like, one, we live in an age right now. Oh, man, that sounded really soapboxy.
go
Let me
ahead.
retract. ODB is acting
Tell
like,
us about this age we live in.
he's acting like a little bitch.
Whoa.
Right?
Whoa.
We all get
Shots
it.
fired.
He's acting like a little bitch. That being said, everything you do in today's day and age is 1 billion% magnified.
Correct.
So he needs
You want
a.
to talk about the 24 hours news media cycle?
Yeah, right. All I'm saying is,
This
like,
day and age,
I'm not-
Twitter and Facebook
I'm not
and Snapchat.
I'm not having fun anymore playing football.
Quote unquote,
However-
I'm not having fun.
Yeah.
Wham.
Right. If somebody leaked that out, you need to get a better publicist, better PR guy. But that, if it didn't get leaked out and that was a direct quote, ODB, know when to be quiet. And, if you're not having fun, like, that sucks. But there's guys that have, like, quit before, that are extremely talented. At the end of the day, he's just a 5'11" receiver. Is he going to be a future Hall of Famer? Is he going to get phased out? Is he going to get riddled with injury? Because it seems like when you talk a little trash to the guy, he throws him completely off his game.
Yeah.
Regardless of who it is. I
He's
don't
definitely
agree.
a hothead.
We disagree in terms of Josh Norman. He thinks am I right?
He's a cover 2 corner at best. He's not that
Oh,
great
so
of a
we are in
corner.
agreement.
What are you talking about? I've never liked
Oh,
Josh
you like
Norman.
Malcolm Butler.
I like Malcolm Butler.
Okay. Yeah,
I think
Josh
Malcolm
Norman
Butler's a top
is
5 corner.
grossly overrated. Any
Yes.
of you guys who think otherwise, please continue to tune into our
Thank
show.
you for
because
listening to
thank
all
you
the words
so
I have to
much.
say.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. ODB, whatever's going on over there, he's being a little bit of a prima donna, but it's also getting magnified. So
Wide receiver being a prima donna.
that's so unusual.
Yes.
What do you think about it all?
Yeah, he needs to.
What?
Not necessarily shut up and play,
Oh my
but
God,
like.
I thought he was about to be like, yeah, he's a Jew. I'm like,
What?
we love Jews on this
What
podcast.
are you
guys.
talking? How in the world
be
would you get?
anti-Semitic.
I can't say that I'm Semitic because that's not a word.
We're gonna go
but
back.
I'm not anti-Semitic.
Wherever we're at, okay, we're 33 minutes in, guys. Go back to 32 and see if Billy was about to go anti-Semitic. Kidding.
Wait, are we gonna?
Just like Jews!
Is there gonna be like all these videos out there? Like I was watching, which by the way I kind of recommend, but I don't at the same time. I go through these weird YouTube rabbit holes, and
As
one
does
of
everyone,
them.
I think.
One of them today was conspiracy theories about the Trump-Clinton debate, about how Clinton was signaling Lester Holt. Yes, did you watch that? Right now, Travis is touching his face, and that's what happens a lot in these videos. In this video, like every time, apparently Hillary Clinton touched her face, it was to signal Lester Holt in order to bring the debate to her, like not change questions, but she's like, I have a point about that, and she touched her face, and it'd be like 1 minute later, 30 seconds later, or whatever, it would kick over to Hillary Clinton for a quote unquote zinger to get points. Did you watch this?
I did.
Oh my God! I watched that one, and then yeah. So basically, my point is the Jews are behind it, right? No.
Okay.
No.
So
that's
now
not my
the
point.
anti-Semitism comes out. The words and thoughts of Billy Cyrus do
But
not necessarily reflect the words and thoughts of men in scoring position.
So where was I going with that one?
You dig
I was just
yourself
saying
out
it
of
was
this.
a weird YouTube rabbit hole, but I also kind of recommend it because they're so ridiculous.
Did that rabbit hole lead to like the Third Reich at any point?
No, not this time. No.
Not this time. Okay.
I will say my weirdest YouTube rabbit hole though. I will go on record
Snake
saying
bites?
this. No. So it started off with it was celebrity impressions, right? I was like, there's this guy who does this really good celebrity impression, and they're all like he calls them micro impressions, and basically he'll impersonate a celebrity, but it's only for like it'd be like George Clooney, mistaking someone for someone else at a party, and it'll just be like, wrong guy. But like so I started with that because they're hilarious, and then I went from there to Mad TV sketches, then to Nicole Sullivan doing a Meg Ryan impression. Then from there to Meg Ryan on Hollywood Squares, then in the comment section after 2 Hollywood Squares episodes of, and then it in the comment section it goes, little did they know the world would change the next day. And then everyone was like, what are you talking about? It was like, this video is dated September 10th, 2001. So then I started going through weird September 11th videos just about what happened, and then conspiracy theories. So that was probably my weirdest rabbit hole.
That was pretty weird. Not gonna lie.
Meg Ryan, basically what I'm saying is Meg Ryan caused 9/11.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, that is a stretch to say
What's
the
a
least.
weird rabbit hole you've been down on YouTube?
Oh God, what rabbit holes haven't I been down? I know that I have a tendency to like look up like really shitty music. So it'll be like I'll start off like listening to Zach Brown Band and somehow end up watching Five live. Like the boy band from the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, my
Yeah.
rabbit hole will take me through there by suggestions. So I personally blame YouTube as a whole because if you didn't make it so enticing, I wouldn't have clicked on, live performances, and I wouldn't have led to NSYNC, and I wouldn't have led to.
I only do the music when I'm drunk. The YouTube music.
Wait, we have to be sober? Then I don't know. Oh God, we are scatterbrained today, to say the least. Oh, we're back, folks. We're back.
We're back and we're ill prepared.
We are so ill prepared. What's next on the agenda? Didn't you wanna? Wasn't there a part 2 of that OBJ?
Just Brandon Marshall's comments.
I love it.
Brandon Marshall, UCF grad.
Yes.
Or not a grad. UCF.
Nobody graduates from
alumnus.
UCF, guys.
Alumnus. Alumnus. Brandon Marshall says, Giants need to keep everything in house.
Love it.
Right?
Love
Is that
everything
what you're
about
saying?
it.
Something along those lines?
Love everything about it. I think, Brandon, I've always loved you, man. When everybody was turning on you in Chicago, as if he's like watching this.
Yeah. Brandon,
potential sponsor.
UCF.
Yeah, when he was with the Bears, everybody's like, oh, blah, 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 he needs to keep his mouth shut. I'm like, no, you need to keep your mouth shut. He's saying things that need to be said. And he's right. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Keep it in house.
Shut up and dance, right?
Yeah. Da-da-da-da. Go-to drunk song for sure. That comes on, I'm like,
Yeah.
Do you ever see the YouTube video of the two twins when dad plays the guitar and they look over at each other? And then they like go back and forth?
No.
You've never seen that?
No.
Oh God, I gotta post that to I'm gonna post that. Hilarious. Dad, twins, guitar. It is so funny. So anyway, yeah, when that comes on. But I'm total 100,000% agreement.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it in-house. Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't you have your star wide receivers back? Even if he is annoying you, pull him aside and be like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I mean, and maybe if you think about
Beat
it,
'em?
this is something that's been going on for a while now, and I understand McAdoo is not Tom Coughlin. He doesn't bring the authoritarian feel. Like when Coughlin was there, they were like, I understand he's a little older, but he's in charge with this Bob McAdoo, whatever his name is. I mean, no one's really respecting him, so maybe this is his power play. Like, he's thinking, like, I've tried a few times behind closed doors.
Well, if that's the case, that's
and
a slippery slope.
He's not listening to me, so I'm going to do anything I can.
People get forgotten about this league.
Videos like this, so
Yeah.
my mind's just there.
I think it sounds like it. Nah, man, you gotta play it cool, man. Anybody who's ever went down that route, I mean, there's a list of guys, great guys, could have been future Hall of Famers or are future Hall of Famers that tested those waters and ended up drowning. I.e., Chad Ochocinco is like the first one that comes to mind. Even Terrell Owens, number 2 on every stat sheet, didn't even get in on the first ballot Hall of Fame.
That's so crazy.
But he was a pain in the ass.
So what?
And you got a whole bunch of like this Hall of Fame ballot or a bunch of old, give the ball to the ref. You know what I mean? So like they're not gonna like see
That's
the brilliance.
ridiculous.
There's guys in there that have been quoted saying like, as long as I'm alive, Terrell Owens will not get in the Hall of Fame.
That's so stupid. It's not a
with you.
It's not
I'm
a Boy
progressive.
Scout contest.
I'm cool.
It's not who's the best.
I'm cool. I'm
Right
with
there,
you.
pops.
What are you kids listening to nowadays? Dubstep? I can
Yeah,
handle
right?
this.
Yeah, I got
This isn't music.
this Skrill Rex.
Skrill Rex? Oh, he used to
Rex.
be in a band and then he went to techno. I could get with that. And then you hear it and you're like, fuck.
That's utterly ridiculous. He's not in the Hall of Fame. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah.
Put Barry Bonds in the Hall of Fame while you're at it.
Yeah.
And McGuire.
Is Canseco in
No,
there?
don't put Canseco in there.
What about Pete Rose?
Yeah, of course put Pete Rose in there.
Whoa, I don't know what your thoughts are on gambling, steroids.
That's
it could be
ridiculous.
one of the same.
Oh, absolutely.
Legalize pot?
Legalize everything.
Legalize it all.
Either legalize it all or don't legalize anything.
For the record, if you guys haven't been avid listeners of all of our podcasts, there's one podcast where him, our buddy Cliff, and our buddy Brian go, dude, I think you should have like an entirely separate Ultimate Fighting Championships where everybody's on steroids.
Absolutely. I think all sports, you should either legalize everything or ban everything.
Yeah, go big or go home.
Exactly. That's where the saying comes from.
Yeah, like
Right there.
literally.
Yeah, go big. Like
You know what I'm saying?
or just get the fuck out. Go home.
Yeah,
Get out of here.
yeah.
Get.
Like we get it, Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
You know, we know which one you would choose. What else we got?
I guess we want to get into fantasy. So
Yeah, guys. So we finally came up with a name for our fantasy segment. I
It's
know
still
we're a couple,
pending.
It's still.
Still work in progress.
You guys ready for this? Drum roll.
Wow.
Men in scoring position. ...
You have to put the ... in there.
Fantasy.
Yes.
Parentheses football advice. All right, guys. So that's it. Real original. Super excited.
We're still taking suggestions.
Yes,
by
feel
the
free
way.
to email us on any of our social media platforms,
And
which I
feel
will plug at the end.
Yeah, so feel free to email us questions about fantasy if you want some advice. If you want, basically, here's the deal. We're so bad at this. You ask us questions, we'll give you the answer. Do the opposite.
Yeah.
Maybe that's your strategy. Do the opposite of what we say.
Yeah, like any way you take our advice, like just take it.
Take it any way you can get it. Am I right?
Yeah. I was actually going to say something really dirty there, but then I was like, no, you know what? Maybe not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Not today.
So,
You look in the mirror and you tell yourself, not today.
Not today. So, guys, our good friend Valerie has contacted me, and I woke up to a text message this morning saying, Zach Miller from the Bears, good or bad?
Good.
You say good.
I say he's a touchdown machine, but he's also very reliant on those touchdowns. But he's definitely, if you don't have a number one tight end, i.e. don't have Gronk when he comes back healthy, Gronk's number one, Jordan Reed, you got a Greg Olsen. You have a guy like that. This is the guy who scored touchdowns every start, I think past 3 games in a row, touchdown. He's relying on touchdowns, but he's a guy who scores in the red zone.
Yeah, I disagree.
And with Kevin White coming out, I mean,
yeah.
You want to talk about that a little bit? Or is that a sore subject?
Whatever, dude. Whatever, man. Like, I've never been excited about a wide receiver. I'm a Chicago football fan. You know what I mean? Like, Kevin White, best of luck, dude. Get healthy. But, I mean, that's 2 seasons and you played 3 games, 1 breakout game. That's it. That's the extent of your first round, 9th overall draft pick.
Great.
So,
Cordell
get healthy
Patterson
and
his
we'll
way.
get really excited. Plus, he's a great yak guy, though, from what they say. Getting back to what you were saying, I was like, as opposed to, and you go Eric Ebron. That's my current tight end, but I'm thinking about dropping him. First off, do not drop Eric Ebron. If anything, trade value him. Even if you get some slapdick third option running back, do not drop Eric Ebron. He is Matt Stafford's number 1 go-to, and Jones, obviously, but Ebron also is a touchdown machine. And he's not going to be a 30-point guy, but he's going to be a consummate 10. So you put him in that option when you don't, and plus you got a bye week going on. Then she proceeds to, my also advice was the Eagles' defense isn't that good, and it's too early to tell what Miller and Hoyer at quarterback. We don't know that rapport yet, guys. We're still finding that out.
Scored touchdowns first game.
They do. A lot can change, though, game to game. And plus, we don't know about the offensive coordinator. We don't know what John Fox is doing. We don't know how much they're going to give Jordan Howard the ball. I think Joink Bell is injured, too. That's the guinea pig?
Yeah.
Nice.
You got animals up in here.
We got, you know what I'm saying? And also, guys, all of our advice, too, is for PPR league.
Yes.
Just so you guys are aware. Everything's PPR. So what I told her to do is she had 1 tight end. My recommendation, I don't know if you're going to back me up on this, is always have 2, just for flex options, for bye weeks, and for injury. Because then your guy gets injured, you don't want to scramble around last minute, hit the waiver wire. It's always good to have another tight end.
I disagree in
Really?
the fact that, especially if your bench is full of players that you like, if you're struggling to drop a guy, whether it's a guy like Kenneth Dixon is on your bench and you expect him to come back and take the starting role, or you have a guy who, Sterling Shepard, or a guy who you're expecting to break out later, I would say the tight ends of number 6 through number 15 are about all the same.
Yeah.
They're gonna.
There's like 5 top guys, is what you're saying.
There's Kelsey. There's Olsen. There's Gronk, Reed, and that. I mean, those.
Eifert when he's healthy.
Eifert when he's healthy, and those are top guys. Other than that, I mean, you have Pitta, you have Jesse James, you have guys who are relying on touchdowns, which is your Jesse James, your Zach Millers, your Cameron Brates from Tampa. But these guys are all basically the same.
Yeah.
So I think if you have one of them, you basically have any of them. It doesn't really matter, especially if you like your bench. I say you keep your one tight end. I do like Zach Miller, so I would say honestly start Zach Miller, and if you can get some for Eric Ebron, go ahead.
So you would advise her to drop Eric Ebron for Zach Miller?
It all depends on her bench. I mean,
her bench was kind of trash. I told her to do a couple moves here and there, but I mean she had running backs that were never going to see the light of day on there. So her big hit was she lost Adrian Peterson. Who could come back week 11.
In one league I had drafted Eifert, so Eifert was on my bench. And I'm still waiting for him to come back.
Was that our league?
Yeah. And
I remember when you did that.
What? I know he was
this
out.
Guy
That's
had a couple
okay.
cocktails in him, and he goes, "I'm gonna go Eifert." Then he goes, "Fuck, he's injured."
I forgot. Whatever. I knew, but I didn't know at the same time. No, it was one of those moves. And I just picked up a random tight end, and then I had to drop him and picked up Jesse James, and he scored me 12, and I dropped him, and I picked up Cameron Brate, and he scored me 14. They're all the same.
Well, that's what I keep seeing with these guys. I keep seeing these like home runner
Jimmy
busts.
Graham apparently has been very good.
He's been getting better. He's got to get in that system. I think Jimmy Graham would be incredible in like in Arizona, or like.
Apparently they're doing big things. I mean, it's 2 games in a row. He's had over 100 yards, first time since 2013.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to get yards when you got Drew Brees at quarterback. Not to say that Russell Wilson isn't great, but Russell Wilson distributes the ball and he has his security blanket. Getting back to fantasy though. My advice to you doesn't differ much from my co-host, which would be bring in Zach Miller. As a Bears fan, I would sit on Zach Miller. I wouldn't start him, considering that they're playing the Colts.
I say start him.
I disagree. I say start Eric Ebron against the Redskins, because the Redskins have been giving up 15 on average fantasy points per tight end for the last couple weeks. So go with your gut also, but we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if they're going to send the dogs on Hoyer, in which case that could make for some
Who
ugly
let the
football.
dogs out, right?
Ooh.
Right.
Ooh.
I think we have a question from our audience. Brian, you had a question?
Yeah, Brian, what's going on? Fantasy question?
What was it? Why I draft Eli for my
Can you elaborate on that? What about Eli Manning?
because how bad he's been doing.
Oh, Eli's been doing bad?
Yes.
What's your alternate option? What else do you have?
Yeah, who else do you have?
I got Jameis Winston now.
Jameis
Okay,
Winston?
so basically, Brian, our audience member over here, is asking why Eli Manning's been so bad, A, and then B, we're going to throw in a second question for him, is should he start Jameis Winston or Eli Manning coming up?
You want me to take this?
Yes.
My advice to you, Brian,
Listen up.
would just be Eli. Dude, the Giants, they'll either do really, really, really well, and Eli will throw for 6 touchdowns and score 45 fantasy points, or he's going to be a big 5-point. It's home run or bust with that guy. He's not a consummate 15, 20 points. Jameis Winston's almost kind of the same, but you could probably give a better insight on Jameis Winston than I
Jameis is a
could.
bigger upside because Jameis also rushes for touchdowns, and I think they're playing the Panthers defense that just gave up 45 points to the Falcons last week, and I think 40 fantasy points to Matt Ryan. I say, and I think the
48
Giants.
to Julio Jones.
The Giants are playing the Packers on Sunday night. Packers always seem to ball out on night games. I would say you start Jameis Winston because they're playing the Panthers Monday night. Jameis seems to show up in primetime games. I like Jameis. He's probably going to get you around 18 to 22.
And that's good.
That's
guys.
my projection.
Like, if a running back's getting you 20 points a game, you're happy, right?
Quarterback.
So, no, but what I'm saying is,
No.
is like a lot of people write off quarterbacks. Don't write off quarterbacks. If you got a guy that's going to get you 20 points,
Yes.
start him.
Yes.
Like last year, Carson Palmer. Guaranteed 25
and
a
then
game.
he got shook up in the playoff game.
He
That was
did.
not very
He
good.
did. So, guys, we have a couple other questions, but we're kind of limited on time. So we will do that on our next episode, which is recorded every Thursday, guys.
Tune in.
That was the end of Men in Scoring Positions. fantasy.
Like it. The ellipsis.
Football advice. So, guys, that being said, we usually like to end off on something fun. We usually do a Does He Know What He's Talking About segment, but we do that with guests.
Yes.
Are you just reiterating the
Yes.
last word? Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm surprised we get an average of 50 listens. This is crazy. Okay, so Billy, I would like to ask you a couple questions, varying from all over. Just cuz.
Sure.
Just cuz.
Just 'cause.
We usually do a prize, but fuck this guy. We split
No
it.
prize needed.
Yeah, no prize for you.
Yeah, just doing pride.
Yeah.
Pride.
So I don't know. Do you know a lot about like baseball history? Because if not, I can
Give it
away
a
from
shot.
I see what you did there.
What? I don't get it.
A shot?
No.
No?
That's not what I did.
All right.
Okay.
What Brooklyn Dodgers great?
Oh, God.
No?
Wait, keep going.
Okay. Got his nickname for what he called the shooter when playing marbles as a child.
Pee Wee Reese.
What? He got it. Are you kidding me?
Thank you.
Nice.
Ashley, please stop clapping.
Yeah,
I know
Ashley,
you're so
calm down
impressed.
right over there.
Ashley, I get it.
Pee Wee Reese. I would have never. You could have had a gun to my head. and I would've been like-
The two Dodgers I know are Pee Wee Reese and Duke Snyder and
Snyder,
Jackie
yeah.
Robinson. Those are
Right.
three that I know.
Right. Wow. You want a grossly easy one that you're
Sure.
probably gonna get wrong?
Get wrong? Yeah.
What is the most common nickname for a Major League Baseball pitcher?
Oh, Ace?
Nope.
What?
Lefty.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's weird.
I
That's
thought
a
that
weird
was
question.
funny.
Yes.
I thought that was really funny. Mm-hmm.
What else you got for me, Slick?
Let's see. I got a couple of them.
Sure. Let's do best of five. Let's do out of five. So
Out
I
of
got
five?
one right, one wrong.
Okay. What team ended the 54 years of frustration by winning the Stanley Cup in '94?
94, that'd be the New York Rangers.
Attaboy,
Duh.
dude. You're 3 for. Was that 3?
That's two
was
for
two?
three. I got lefty wrong.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Wow. I'm really impressed. Here's another one
Yeah.
because I know you love your hockey so much.
Oh, yeah.
Who coached the Detroit Red Wings to
Scotty Bowman.
What the fuck, dude? You are killing. Are you looking at these?
No.
I feel like he was looking at these.
No, I'm not. Ashley, calm down. Seriously, I know
How
it's
did you
impressive.
know Scotty? You got to tell me how you knew Scotty.
I watched a lot of hockey in the 90s.
Wow.
Like, I can talk all day about John Van Beesbrook, Rack Dvorak, Ray Whitney. I can talk all day. Those are all Panthers.
All right.
I can talk about that all day, but that's
All right.
my extent of hockey stops probably 1999.
All right. I feel like I've asked you this before, so if
Sure.
I have, say next.
Yep.
What decade saw names first appear on the back of NFL jerseys?
You already asked me that.
I did, right?
Yeah.
Do you know the answer?
60s?
Attaboy.
Yeah.
Okay. What sport was popularized by the Olympic swimmer
Oh, we're
Duke
supposed to do best of five.
Kahanamoku?
I already got three, though. We're still going? Okay, what was
I want to be your friend. Dude.
Okay, what was the last question? This last question.
No, you had your 5. That's it. It's over. No more. No more at all. No, you would have got that anyway with surfing.
Surfing.
With a last name like Kahanamoku?
Yeah.
What'd you think it was gonna be?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Was that racist?
Right?
I don't think it. Left.
Tell them.
Lefty.
Tell them where to find us, Travis.
All right, guys. Guys, if you stood through all our, or sat through, or listened through, or jogged through all our shenanigans, thank you so much. You can find us on YouTube, which I forgot to plug earlier. This will be a video, so it will be uploaded to YouTube soon. You can find us on Facebook.
Dark and stormy day.
On a dark and stormy day.
Yes.
Find us on Facebook, SoundCloud, iTunes, all self-titled Men in Scoring Position. You can find us on Snapchat and Twitter at Men in Scoring POS. Guys, you can also email us any fantasy questions, thoughts, comments, general overall points of view at our email at meninscoringpod@gmail.com. Billy, what do they always need to do?
Rate, review, subscribe, and tell a friend.
Tell a bunch of friends. Why can't we? Guys,
friend.
again, we're really going to heavily focus on hockey, MLB playoffs, and fantasy football from here on out. So if there's something, UFCs I know we're going to be talking about too.
Yes.
Speaking of which, did you see the Sage North cut?
No.
Guess who his opponent is?
CM Punk.
Mickey Gall.
Oh.
Close.
Ah.
So for more advice and information on that, guys, be sure to tune in. Thank you for staying on our 20th
you.
episode.
Love you.
We love you guys.